How was your experience with the car? Because yesterday we were at the drag race, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but today you've driven it on the road.
So, right.
Yeah, whatever came into your mind. Yeah, first impression.
So of all the Chinese cars I've driven, one thing that the Chinese manufacturers don't do very well is they're not good at calibrating like the steering, the brakes and the throttle pedal. It always seems like they haven't spent enough time developing it. Like, yeah, you turn the steering wheel right and left and it goes that way. But it doesn't feel that much like, you don't feel so fully in control of the car. This one is different. Right within like 200 meters, I could tell that the steering just feels tuned to exact to your brain. So it just feels right, feels natural. I was very impressed with the suspension. We drove over some really bad roads and it dealt with it really well. There's a section in Germany that was like British roads, and normally, like especially electric cars, their suspension can be a little bit overly firm because of the weight of the vehicle. This managed it well. It felt quite Porsche Taycan-y to drive, like the feel of it, the weight that they've added to it. One thing that was odd was the brakes. So the brakes are good when you're pushing them hard and they've got feel, but there seems to be this weird transition between like maybe regen and then the calipers coming on, and it suddenly grabs and it's not consistent. It doesn't happen at the same time,
especially at the lower speed.
At the lower speed, so it's like really odd. But when you're actually in the meat, like when you're really on the brakes, they feel better. Yeah. So that was strange. The power delivery is interesting because if you're in a Tesla Model S Plaid and you throw the throttle, you get this like neck snap.
Yeah.
This doesn't do it. It's almost like they're not going for that. It's like the power builds more. So rather than just going like peaking and then dropping off, it kind of increases. It feels more like an internal combustion engine car. So
you like it?
I like that
Yeah,
rather than the brutal neck snapping. And when I drove it on the drag strip yesterday, which was odd for a electric car, was it how it didn't fade. It like once again like an internal combustion engine car. It like the power kept on coming. It's almost like they reduced the power and then they let it build. So it's quite clever. And like for £50,000, it's fucking nuts.
Yeah. I think for the stability, because, you know, actually people are worried about, I mean, for a period of time, people are worried about the stability or safety of the car because it has, let's say, 1,500 horsepower.
Yeah. No, my mum could drive this. So my mum could drive this because it doesn't have that neck snap effect. It like builds in the power. You have to press various buttons to get the full, like, you know, 1,500
And
horsepower.
you fully press the accelerator pedal. We also launch it, right?
Yeah.
So you think the stability is okay.
Yeah, so these tyres that we got on it, on the road that we drove on just, where it's a bit slippery.
Yeah.
You can feel it go like that, but it's no worse than, I don't know.
It's normal for the semi-sleek in this condition. Yeah.
But it felt like a BMW M3 four-wheel drive,
similar,
you know, with 550 horsepower. So it felt like that, but yeah, if you keep on pushing the accelerator, it'll keep on going, but it doesn't suddenly just shock you and spin, and yeah, it's fine.
Okay, yeah, I think that's actually what I feel for the car.
It's pretty easy to drive. It's comfortable. It's nice. Yeah, we were just talking about like the Rimac Nevera that's got like 2,000 horsepower, and this hasn't got 2,000 horsepower, but it's, you know, it's only a quarter of the way off, and it's €50,000.
That's the point.
And this is the problem, I think, with electric performance cars, when like you know, hypercars like the Lotus Evija, where they're like 2 million, 3 million quid or whatever for 2,000 horsepower, then there's this for £50,000.
I think it changes the logic because before, I mean, previously the 1,000 horsepower electric cars are expensive, millions of pounds, and this is a different approach, I would say.
But how have they done it?
I think it's basically because of the supply chain or the overall Chinese new energy vehicle industry.
Yeah.
So that's why it supports it. It's not because of one company or two companies. It's about whole industry.
Yeah.
So that's why you got all this supply chain.
And the government, which is backing up,
and the government really willing to support the industry.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
We don't need to go political. The car's good. The car's good.
Perfect. Thank you.